Y'all ready?
I am ready.
So that's what you're doing for the season 3. You go do the
Take a little woo, woo, woo.
Woo. I like it.
Thank
All right.
you.
Well, welcome back to the Us L8tr Podcast. I am TSY.
And I'm Angel.
Fred.
Yes.
How are you? She got coffee today, y'all.
I do.
At 8:45 at night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that's
Making
going
sure
to work.
I got the energy tonight, y'all.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, how was your week so far?
My week is going really, really good today. I had a half day of work, so I'm feeling good. But I think I kind of laid down a little too long. You know, you kind of got yourself like you thought you staying at home, but I got other stuff to do. So I had to take the girls to dance rehearsal.
Oh, wait a minute, they're in dance?
Yes, they have a show Friday.
Friend, you need to tell us these things. You
So-
know I want to support my baby.
My whole family said that. I'm literally, the last day to buy tickets is tomorrow, and I'm going to be sending a text tonight.
Friend, didn't I tell you?
I'm that mama.
I told you to
forgot.
use your calendar.
Yeah.
And you know you can tag people that got iPhones. You can use,
I gotta
you
get
can
better with
tag them and be like, hey.
Yeah.
So I need you to start doing that, especially now that they're in other things, you know, that if people can come, they want to come.
I got to do it. I got to figure out a way.
That means I got a teacher. All right.
We're going to have this conversation again.
Yeah, we definitely are about 5 times. But it's okay. So we have a guest here today. Last week was just us. And friend, introduce our guest.
We have a very, very creative man here.
Creative.
Me and him share a lot of passion in like creative projects. So
Okay.
Entrepreneurs
Got you.
take our stuff very, very seriously. We're very, let's see, passionate, and we do everything ourselves. I'm gonna say that.
What's
Just-
his sign?
Huh?
What's his sign?
We about to dab
because I need to
into
know.
that.
Because you say y'all are so compatible on this.
I want to
stuff,
say a
so I
lot
need to
without
know.
saying a lot, but it's so
Okay,
much
okay,
because
all right,
I want
got
him.
you.
I
Go
want to
ahead.
give him
Go
the
ahead,
floor to dig
friend.
in. You know.
All right.
We are bringing today. He is a rapper, but not only a rapper, he is a father. But not only a father, he is a husband. Not only a husband, he is a musician. Not only that,
She's
he
still
is
going.
Okay, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna keep on. But NPose, also known as Nick.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Podcast.
Thank you for having me.
No,
Thank you for having me.
thanks for coming.
This is sweet right here. I was looking forward to this.
Oh, you are all day. You were thinking about it all day.
No, since she first
As you should.
let me know
As
what
you
was
should.
going on, I was like, I couldn't wait.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm glad
happy
that
you're
you're here. Yes.
I'm super
Well, did you let him know that he was 313 Spotlight?
I know. Let him know everything. We jumping into it.
Because we need to know. So what business services are you going to let us know and our viewers and listeners?
You said businesses and services.
Yes,
that,
which
that
one?
I'm into.
All of them. No, that you have.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Tell us.
Right now I'm just I guess you can say I'm just immersed in my music career.
Okay.
Which is going great. It's from an independent aspect. And I'm just fully focused on that. It's just so many different I guess you could say departments or things that you have to do to be independent. A lot of people say they want to do it, but they don't understand what it all entails. And on the flip side, what you gain from having a deal behind you or a company behind you, all the things they do, and what you owe them once you start making money, because everything costs. So yeah, right now I'm just into my music and
You
being
do
a father.
lot of shows.
Yes, I've been trying. I've been trying because I think visibility is key.
Right.
And our attention span today's age is within a millisecond. Next
Very
week is
much
what's
so.
hot for the next day. So I'm trying my best to stay visual and keep my name at least on a flyer. You know, if you're not at the show, at least you're seeing flyers come out and you're seeing this name, and it can draw some curiosity, hopefully.
It's okay. So you're in so many different places, because when I see you, it's not like you're staying in one lane when you go and you do these shows. You find, I'm like, oh, okay, now he doing this and he doing that. What makes you go and just try and branch out in different areas? Because you'll be at a poetry night, you know, or then you'll be on the stage. I saw you. It was you was at Jasmine Renee, and all of them was performing on that one too. It's like you so all over the place.
Show. Yeah, the fashion show. I mean, I just think that you never know. Hip hop drives so many different businesses, and I don't think we give it that much attention or pay that much attention that it does. Every commercial from McDonald's to a clothing store is using hip hop to drive their brand.
Yeah.
So I think that it fits in wherever you're having business, wherever you're having some type of entrepreneurship, hip hop can help. So as long as I gain one fan, one follower, one more listener monthly, then I'm moving in the right direction.
Oh, that's
Definitely.
awesome. That's a great
Definitely.
mindset.
You get your name out there.
So do you have any upcoming shows?
Actually, I was I was trying to shut it down for the year because I wanted to make such a big bang for 2023.
Okay.
I had an invite. I'm trying to remember the date. That would have been an end of the year show, but if I couldn't do it the right way, I wasn't going to agree to do it. I think brand is everything. And if you're not representing yourself to the best, then you shouldn't take every opportunity unless you're going to be represented. So to answer your question, no, for the rest of the year, I do have some things coming at the beginning of the year, but I want to get the dates down first before I announce anything.
Because 2023 about to be the blend.
Yeah.
I'm just letting y'all know. It's going to be everything.
I believe that. Too. I'm excited about 2023.
Right, you need a bill.
Have a bill. They took our bill, friend.
Take your bill.
Friend. Yeah.
Because I want to get some of that too. 2023.
Yes, we need that.
Yes,
Put that energy in the air.
Yes, even for our podcast, it's gonna be amazing.
So, yes, it really is. So tell them where to find you because you're on a lot of different networks. So.
Any social media platform you're using right now, I've been able to corner it and have it at NPose. So at N_POSE. That's on anything that you're using from Instagram to TikTok to Twitter. To
you want TikTok? You be doing TikTok dances?
I'm trying to get into it. I was one of the
late
I won't say
bloomers.
old, but more seasoned artists that were shunning TikTok in the beginning until I saw how advantageous it could be for, like I said, different audiences.
Very much so.
And TikTok has grown so popular for breaking records.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things have repopularized on TikTok.
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
that we grew up on.
Exactly.
Something like Papa was Rolling Stone. They're using that in TikToks and things of that nature. So I had to bend to the wheel. And with my son, I see a lot of people incorporating their family and children in these videos. So it gave me a reason and a good excuse to say, hey, fellas, normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it now since my son is here.
Right. Okay. we definitely going to tap into that a little later. But
we're going to put you on the hot seat.
We have to talk about the TV show recap. Do you watch Reasonable Doubt?
No, I'm not hip.
Okay.
I'm not hip. I'm pretty sure my wife watches these shows, though.
I'm in need. But we talking about you right now.
Only you.
So, don't be talking about wife. Don't be on my wife. No, we talking about you, Nick.
Okay.
Well, get into it. You got Hulu?
Yeah, I do.
So get into it. I want you tonight.
Okay,
to start.
What's on this show?
It's amazing. So I talked about it last week. Friend started watching it. She already binge watched. She on 6 episodes. Friend, tell our fans how you like it.
Oh, I like it.
Did I lie?
She's a very strong woman, a lawyer trying to juggle everything. But then I love how they throw hip hop into it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
so
because
that's really good.
I was wondering. I was trying to see where was this going to pique my interest.
Yeah, it's definitely reasonable. But every episode is a Jay-Z title from his songs. So I think the last couple are like different. I don't think they're Jay-Z titles, but it's still hip hop. And the music is hip hop. So it's an amazing show. Like you can't not stop watching it.
You can relate to a lot of the stuff in there. Just her trying to juggle all of that, like a lawyer. Then her husband coming down on her because she's working too much. But then you got the kid. That boy, that son, he's supposed to get smacked up. But I'm gonna let y'all watch.
I told you. He took
it there, almost went through the screen and choked him.
I told you, friend. She got them together, though. She did get them together. But yeah, so that's really good. I think so. I brought it up because someone said it was only 9 episodes, which I finished all 9 so far. But then I'm like, what new season give you only 9 episodes? So hopefully we get one more. But if not, we're gonna have to wait for season 2. And then it's also another show that is coming up, and I wanted to know if you were gonna watch it, and you can let us know, Nick, if you're gonna watch it. Probably not, though.
Thank you for giving me the benefit of the doubt this time. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
So we are looking at the trailer for The Best Man: The Final Chapters. Have you heard about that?
No.
Are you a fan of The Best Man?
Is this supposed to be a spinoff of the movie?
So it's an actual series.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's an actual series.
Okay.
So it drops on what it says, December, what's the date? I think it's December 22nd. There you go.
Up so you can get a little.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm about to go there. Shout out to Kevin Hart's Grand Cormino.
Okay.
I finally got it to come in. It came in right before the show. I wanted to have something special
awesome.
to commemorate, you guys bringing me on. And that's something typical. Not to shun anybody who get on their Henny and everything, because I love that. But I just wanted something that would be eye-popping and different.
Yeah.
So,
I heard it.
Definitely. I if you feel free to indulge.
Yes, thank you.
It's a tequila. So.
Yeah, it's the.
I love the bottle.
That's
it has a lot of character.
Beautiful.
It's the white reposado.
You know about it. So you know about it. Yeah, I saw my first time I saw it.
I'm a tequila girl.
Yeah, I saw it on Drink Champs, and I said I had to have it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need a reason though.
Yeah.
So this was my reason. Yes, this was my reason.
Yeah. So the show premieres. All 8 episodes will premiere on December 22nd. It's going to be on Peacock, and it's going to be based around all the characters. So Harper, Robin, Jordan, Lance, Quentin, Shelby, and all of them. So their relationships and how they evolve, how they have the past grievances. Because if you've seen the last movie, which was Best Man Holiday, what they said, how old girl passed away from cancer.
Yeah.
So they're going to talk about that, and then have a midlife. Oh, you got to bless the bottom.
Yeah, definitely got to do that.
Oh, no, I'm not going to bless.
You're going to bless. I'm going to bless it for you.
But yeah, there you go. And just also unpredictable stages in midlife crisis meets midlife renaissance. But they all old, so I don't think I'm interested.
Interested.
But I mean, aren't they going to be recasted? Are they using
No, this is the original.
They're going to use.
cast.
Talking about they're going to bring back the cast for this show.
The original cast for this
Like
show.
Morris Chestnut.
First of all, let me.
And Buddy
I don't
with
know
the
why you
braid.
said his name first, but let's start here.
First
Morris
of all,
Chestnut, he looks amazing for his age. The
And
rest
he's-
of them look rundown.
Yeah,
I'm just sorry.
I gotta see.
Nia Long.
Nia Long, you ain't come for Nia.
Have you seen her?
I'm with all of that. What you mean?
No, I'm saying
Ain't
you
nothing
said
wrong with
run
Nia.
down. You said that she looked.
I didn't say
Okay,
that.
she don't look rundown, but she looks her age.
The audacity.
But she said that's a compliment. She said
Don't
that's
get
a
me
compliment.
canceled over here
She
talking
said
about
that's-
Nia Long.
She said that's a compliment. She
I
said she
can't
don't
believe that.
She wants to look her age, so that's a good thing. And then we got
I
What's
need
my
more
man's
access
name?
to this bell.
all right.
Yeah, that part,
anyway,
that
and
way.
then the rest of I don't know, whatever.
Cheers.
But if y'all gonna watch it, go ahead and cheers.
Cheers.
Y'all can watch it.
Congrats again.
Congrats to you.
I don't know. I don't have any other shows. Have you been watching
What?
anything?
You don't have any more shows?
I haven't
Well,
been
I've
watching
been watching The Oval. This is getting too crazy, y'all.
The Oval.
Don't watch it. If you ain't in it, don't. I ain't telling you to
I
get
need
in
to
it.
get my show game up. That's
Yeah,
what it sounds like.
don't get your show game up with that one. Tyler Perry is really all over the place with that
Per
one.
usual.
Sisters, I literally am recording as we speak
Okay.
because that is my
DVR.
show. They going crazy.
She's just a Tyler Perry fan.
Zatima on BET Plus.
Man, we already talked about that, and I told you I tried and I couldn't.
DeVal is doing his thing.
He is. He's amazing, and I want to just support him because of him. I love him and his family, but it's the acting for me. It's Tyler Perry actors you can tell they're actors. Like
Okay.
you can tell, like I just came out of class yesterday.
They still give you that
and
on stage feel
they're still
on camera.
not even on stage. It's like it's giving.
I'm asking. I didn't.
It's giving
I'm
high
making her
school.
dig her own hole.
It's
I don't
giving
know
high
anything
school
about it.
play. It's giving drama club. It's giving the drama club. It's giving like, don't you do that? Do.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Are you gonna do that?
They do
Like
that on the
I
Oval.
can't. So I'm over
I
it.
ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna break my silence. I'm gonna go ahead and go into this melanated news.
This is my favorite part, by the way. So
I'm
bring it on.
I'm gonna break my silence.
Get
Finally,
ready.
I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I did not talk about this last week. So,
Get my bell ready.
Nicholas
What's up?
Cannon.
Oh, another baby. Another baby.
So I don't talk about my fellow Libra because
Her skip over it.
you know, I know what people are saying about my brother,
Too many
and I don't know. So you know, he is 12 kids in
And counting.
and counting.
Pretty fast.
And he recently, you know, someone was like, he's paying nearly $3 million a year in child support, and he said, absolutely not. I definitely spend a lot more on my children annually.
I believe it.
So get it together.
He should.
Yeah,
Stop
get the
checking my
numbers right.
pockets.
That
And
lifestyle.
he said,
right.
I don't plan to ever have to participate in government system of my child.
He shouldn't. You too rich to have to do that. That's for people that don't. They have to be told. You know, like hey,
Right,
do
that's
by
what he's
your
saying.
kids. Yeah, I shouldn't have to.
Yeah, you know.
I don't think the average person should have to participate in that. Like, if you know that's a part of you, what do you think? We got a man here.
I don't think so either. I'm just you know,
I
it's one of them
think-
subjects. Just like, okay, we coming around the corner on one of the subjects.
I honestly think that
That's one of the
sometimes
subjects.
it needs to be in place, not because I'm telling this man to do for his child. It's just more so this child's mother and father cannot come to an agreement. So let's just put it on paper.
I get that.
I feel like that's what it should be used for, opposed to having to force someone to take care of their child.
But if they're not doing right, don't you think that it's like... Because some of them be like, you know, I ain't never put a man on child support. Well, you should, because, girl, you struggling. That's my take on it.
Well, that means she's still sleeping with him.
Yeah, but it's like, girl...
You think so?
I know so.
Okay.
You don't think... Come on, speak. That's what you're here for.
I don't know.
You want a male perspective.
Maybe, I mean, what if he's just a good guy? Like, what if you see the effort? What if you see him doing, I mean, like, you never put on child
effort?
support? Yes, the effort.
But she just said she's struggling.
But what if he's struggling?
Okay, so you said...
Well, then y'all shouldn't have no damn kid.
Exactly.
I agree.
Well, I agree on that. That's a whole nother conversation, though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for sure.
But I don't care if
You
you're
were struggling before you decided what?
I don't care if you're struggling. The baby here now. We got to figure it out.
So you saying like...
You got to do what you got to do. I'm sorry, and I'll say this again, and I'll continue to say it as we have this podcast. I had a grandfather with a 6th grade education. He had 3 jobs because he had 6 kids. He figured out a way. I'm sorry.
You can't compare other
I
people to
can.
other people. You can't.
I can
we
compare
doing
a man to a man. Yes, so a man figured out.
Woman's
A man
circumstance to
figured it
yours.
out. A man figured it out. That's all I'm saying.
So what about in this time, it is a little bit hard. Especially with inflation.
What's hard to get
I'm
to
just
get
thinking
several
with
jobs?
inflation and everything.
It's hard
No,
to get
I'm
several
not
jobs.
gonna say
You
that.
could.
I'm not gonna say
Okay.
that.
So what if the
I'm
guy
just gonna say
is
you have
trying?
losers and you have winners, and you have people who are just they're losers.
So can we agree to that? Women pick losers to have babies? with?
I could agree to
Well,
that.
there you go.
You knew who
but-
he was when you busted open for him.
Yeah.
You knew who it was.
You know.
When you
busted
busted wide open.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be a
When you
different
said,
dude.
"Can
when
I
the baby
hit
come
it
out.
from
Are we
the
making a
back.
song now?
Cop,
coming soon.
copulate.
Is this the
Can you hit it from the back?
Yeah, when you know what she said.
Let me find out we about to be on the next album. Let me find out.
21.
Biggest Lady
21.
Podcast gonna be on there. Oh my goodness. So your boy.
Kanye?
No.
Okay.
We done. We done. Look, by
We
the
ain't
way,
talking
we are
about him till
done talking.
2023.
We're not talking about exactly. No, seriously, we're not going to bring him up
Yeah.
till 2023.
Okay. I'm
and,
okay with that.
And hopefully it's something positive.
Fingers crossed, Gemini.
Fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
Oh, what is your sign? We didn't.
Oh, we back on that?
Yeah.
Capricorn.
Capricorn. Okay.
Yikes. Okay.
You know a lot
So-
about Capricorn?
Very much so. But we get to that
I don't
later.
know.
I do.
Okay, we're gonna dig.
But your boy Charlamagne and his wife, did you
Oh.
hear?
What happened?
You didn't hear from
No.
Yes,
That's why
you
it's my
did.
favorite-
Stop lying.
No, this is legit my favorite because I.
Him and his wife have opened up 6 Crystal Burger locations.
Oh, I did.
Oh, that's
see
fire.
that. That's
Yes.
That's fire.
Yes. I am
Dope.
so. And he
It's
said
gonna
she
flop.
is
That's
by far the best partner he's ever had.
Aww.
Isn't that
You
sweet?
gotta say that.
No, he don't gotta say that. Don't do that, friend. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, the big.
We ain't ringing no bell on that. He ain't gotta say
She kept it trill.
that. No, but I'm excited for them. That's amazing for
That's really dope.
black,
It's
people.
probably for their kids too, huh?
Huh?
They probably doing that for their kids.
I mean, yeah, 6 of them. Have y'all ever had Crystal Burger before?
Never.
Yes.
I never.
You don't
had.
like it?
Okay, so this is the thing, right? Shout out to Southern University, Baton Rouge.
All right.
Is that where you went?
That's where I went.
Okay.
So I was about to say that right there.
Is
yeah.
that HBCU?
So yes, it definitely is.
Okay,
they have
say
the
that
Bayou
then.
Classic every year right there on Bourbon Street, and on Bourbon Street is a Crystal Burger, which was the first place I had a Crystal Burger.
Okay.
And this is what they do. When you first go, it's like, oh, come to Crystals. It's just like White Castle.
Okay.
That shit is not. It look like it,
Okay.
but it ain't like White Castle. It's just something about it. Don't hit the.
It don't hit
it don't hit the mouth right. Some when you get the buns and the meat and pause, it don't hit the mouth right.
Okay.
It just don't hit do that right.
Okay.
It just don't. It don't. Something wrong with that shit. It ain't right. If you drunk as shit, you can eat it.
You think it's not meat?
Oh, man, I forgot. Am I cussing this stuff?
It's fine.
Yeah, if you drunk, I'm over here cutting loose like a sailor. But no, if you drunk or like, faded.
But White Castles is if you drunk. Just
not
like
to me. Them shits hit if they fresh.
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
that is a drunk meal.
I was gonna say because that's
Like,
not
okay.
that's not beef.
I know it's not. No fast food really is though. It's like, what is that?
White Castle slap
Sonic.
in a way when you're drunk that it's like that's gonna be.
Like I feel like
the smell do more to me than the taste actually.
True.
Smell of a White Castle bag
Them
of that
onions,
shit.
grilled onions, yeah.
But the original tailway.
Don't do it. They don't know about no
Baby!
tailway. First of all,
I don't know
I grew
about
up over there. Warren, Illinois, number street.
I went to high school
28
over
from
there.
Ridge, Western High School.
I went to Chad's.
Yeah, that's the only school we ever
Yes.
beat. Like, we used to lose everybody
What
except
school did you go
Chad's.
to?
Western.
Okay.
Yes. Tailway
bad.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh.
never had
but no, so yeah, like crystals.
But crystals is not. You're saying the meat or it's something.
It's just something about it. It's not the same. Like
wow.
you have comparison rates. The checkers rally supposed to be
Gotcha.
the same. Something about that shit is not the same. Certain stuff is supposed to be the same. Longhorn, Outback, some of that shit ain't the same.
Okay.
So whatever.
Let me
That's just
go
my
find
theory
some
though.
crystals.
Or maybe it's me. Maybe the box just fooled me when I
You had the expectation of.
Mike Castle.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Well, congratulations to Charlamagne and his wife. Y'all doing it up.
Ding it.
Yes. And so I did want to. What do I want to talk about first? Because I got some sad news, but I wanted to get y'all opinion on it. So let me see which one I want to do first. Hold on. Yeah, let me just talk about. We'll save that to last. So, did y'all go see Black Panther yet?
Not yet, but this weekend is my time.
So don't talk about it.
No, go ahead. I'm okay with.
I'm not gonna do the spoilers. I just talk about
No.
whatever she asked me
No,
You've
do
seen
that.
it. You've seen it.
last night.
Okay, yeah, I saw it last night too. Okay, so I'm not gonna give it away because I want
I'm not
you to
gonna give it
watch
away.
it. But
Yeah.
only thing
I'm
I
gonna
will
watch it
say for
regardless,
me, I didn't expect because they said that it was you were gonna cry and stuff. You were gonna be sad. So listen, when it first came on and they did what they did,
Right.
I'm like, at first I'm like, what the hell? Like this is in my mind. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? I mean, it's sad, but when they showed his face. When I say my husband literally was like, Tiffany, I'm like, no, and I'm not lying. Like I'm
Yeah,
not crying
no.
thinking about it. Like I'm literally, I was for a good 5 minutes. I could not stop crying, and you can hear me because I was,
Yes, it's the air.
like it was crazy. So I didn't expect that. It was so, because I'm like, literally in my head, I'm like, what is they talking about? I mean, it's sad, but I ain't gonna cry. What they crying for? Baby,
Took you down.
took me out of here. But I would say it was a good movie. My
Bring my
husband.
tissues.
He's kind of a, what is it? Is it misogynist or is it
I ain't gonna say massage.
what's the word? But he like, I don't know how I feel about this Black Panther. And I'm like, because it's a woman.
Okay, so it's all women.
Oh shit!
Well, everyone knew it was gonna be like, because they already, I mean, if you watched
Probably the same way I was watching Woman King.
And I'm looking at him. He was like, I mean, I don't know how I feel about this. And I'm like, are you serious? But I forget my husband. He's like that with any movies, like action movies that have women. He don't believe women can
female
fight
character.
like that. He like, what is this?
They ain't got the strain.
I'm like, are you
But she had
serious?
the vibranium, so I'm just chill.
Yeah, but I mean, I give it a 9 out of 10. He gave it an 8. What you give it?
I give it an 8.5, right?
Okay.
8.5.
Yeah, you sound like my husband.
And the only reason why is because I feel like it took a minute for him to get to the
Baby,
get it
3
popping.
hours, friend.
Like
Oh,
no,
wait,
no,
I
not
need
that,
a
but like
break.
get to
I
we
needed
know
a
who
break.
she is. We know who she about
We
to be.
know who she is.
Go
We
get
know
her
who
the
she gonna
suit
be.
and let's get some action.
We don't even need all the other backstory about the other people that they presented. Like I get
I didn't
it.
care. I didn't
That's
care that
cool,
much about
but
them.
I do not care
About that much about
Bro,
them. Get in the suit
I
and start protecting shit.
Protect
No,
the
it was this older couple in front of
Which
us.
I get it, but you know.
Yeah, it was this older couple in front of us, and they were like, I heard the husband, he was like, I'm about to go outside and take a smoke break. Like, that's how long this movie
Wow.
was. And they came back,
I
though.
changed the baby, came back, and that was. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm mad. I missed the part you talking about in the beginning, just off the strength of my,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we walked in, everybody looking at us, and I'm like, baby, stroller. Shh. Sit down. Gave my wife popcorn. She dropped the whole thing of popcorn.
Oh,
I'm
so
like, we
what
one of
you-
them. We was one of them. Like,
Oh
we was
my
like,
God, I was be
I felt so
side-eyeing
embarrassed.
y'all.
You just dropped a whole bucket of
I would
popcorn.
definitely be side-eyeing. Like, y'all don't get y'all shit
I
together.
know, right? Y'all in here late during the funeral part.
No, y'all didn't walk away. So we got to watch y'all shadows with your baby go across the screen.
We was them.
Not
I said we're not even gonna sit in our seat. We're supposed to have. Our seat we're supposed to have was in the middle of a crowd of people. I'm like, nope, we're gonna sit right here.
Yeah.
These open seats right here.
Yes, y'all should.
I said, no, come here.
And if that baby would have cried,
No, I had him together though. He ain't cry. I had him in the tuck right here. He ain't crying nothing, man. Cheers to my boy.
yes.
He did good. That was the best. That's the best city he did through a movie.
That was for a 3-hour movie too.
He
Heck
sat.
yeah.
I got him that bottle. We cheersing.
Get your Ashton.
Oh, I thought you said you want some more. I was like, you want some more of that, Gran Cormino? Make sure I go get some of that shit.
All right, and then the last story I have is the sad one, but I would still want to know because I know y'all have heard about it. The North Carolina woman, 25, found dead in Mexico.
Yes. What's her name?
No, I didn't hear about this.
Her name is Shanquilla Robinson of Charlotte, North Carolina. She died in Mexico Villa after she was beaten by one of her friends on October 29th. The 25-year-old traveled to celebrate a friend's birthday and is seen in the video being brutally beaten by a woman whose name is unknown, but I found out her name, but because I found out. One of Robinson's friends called her parents to tell her that she was not feeling well and mentioned that she was intoxicated with alcohol. A doctor eventually showed up to the villa and attempted to revive Robinson before declaring her dead at 3 p.m. local time. Now, mind you, she's only been in Mexico for 24 hours, y'all.
Wow.
That's it.
Damn.
Autopsy report was obtained because of her parents and indicated her neck was broken.
Oh my God.
And Robinson's body has now been flown from Mexico as of last Thursday, and she was buried over the weekend. No arrests have been made yet. But my whole thing is because the friends called the parents and said, "Oh, she died of alcohol poisoning."
No lie.
But
Somebody fucked some shit up.
Yes.
And like, look, we gonna say she was drinking.
but that's crazy. Is that your friend? That's not your friends,
Yeah,
right?
well, you seen the Halloween movies and the shit where they accidentally kill. We gonna take this to the. I know what you did last summer. All type of shit.
Friend
Yeah,
pack.
I'm just saying. That's what it sound like from the
Yeah.
information from what you're giving me. There's
Yeah.
some holes in that shit.
Definitely.
Yeah, of course. But the thing about it is these friends, they're all like they have a video.
That was the 2D nails joint that I've been seeing. The 3D, 2D cartoon type situation.
Cartoon, yeah.
Yeah. I'm hip. I'm weird.
Come on, Nick.
Yeah, I'm at pause, but I'm into nails and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm big on that shit. So I'm
Are
hip
you
to like.
a foot in nail man?
No, I just like that shit with women. When it comes to women and like the shit that niggas talk shit about, like I don't like when a woman wear makeup, nails, hair.
Yeah.
I love all that shit as long as it look good on you.
Dial them up.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I could
on.
afford that shit, I told my wife this shit 2 days ago. I said, look, whatever you into, hair, nails, whatever. If I got rich tomorrow, I would have Ling Ling sitting right next to the bed.
Ling.
As soon as you get up
Round
in the
the
morning.
clock?
No, yes. When you get up in the morning, she'll be sitting there like, which hairstyle you want, what type of nails you want, before you even step out the bedroom. So, you know what I'm saying? That'd be dope. That's
Like,
dope.
don't come out this room without them nails done.
No, but that's what she want. If that's what you want, though, not by force, but if that's what you into,
Yeah.
that's what I want you to have.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to have.
You
That's
can
just
have
dope.
whatever you like.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not look your best? The fuck you talking about?
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Feel good about yourself.
But yeah, I feel bad about the whole situation because she said her best friend, which is a male, was on the trip with her, and he's in the video saying, "You not gonna fight back?" Because they literally have a video of this. I didn't watch it.
The before.
But they
did see that
have
video.
the video of her getting her, hot.
Yeah,
What do
she
you
was
think,
not
Fran?
fighting back. It was literally not
she
no
look like-
self-defense or anything. The girl was bullying her. The girl was literally beating on her. And the fact that it's two people watching this happen and one videotaping is like, y'all was supposed to report or something. So now all y'all got to go to jail together.
I agree.
Because then y'all fly back and y'all talk and y'all lie. So all of this is like, it's not making sense. You would be better off, let me hurry up and get up out of Mexico first, then I'm going to report they ass. But I gotta tell.
Yeah.
You know.
And one of them has broken the silence on the people, the guys that was on the
And that's
always
a
one.
big girl.
There's always one.
and he's like, I just got there. I didn't even
He's saying too
know.
much. His videos are saying too much.
Yeah.
When he said, I crossed my heart, I hope to die, I didn't believe shit. He said. Like, nigga, we ain't asked that.
Because who still say that?
That part. So I was like,
Especially when you said, "On my mama," and them. You gotta hit me with some new lingo.
He gave you an elementary. I crossed my heart.
I said that nigga did it. Whatever he said.
That and lightning strike me down. That'll get your ass up out of here.
Wow, that is deeper than rap.
Yes.
Wow.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, I didn't believe him either because it's like he was like, I didn't even know they was beating on her. I didn't even know. Like, sir.
Then he said he went to the plane at 3, and then they started
He was like, I can show you my ticket. What?
Yeah,
Shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right. My thing is, regardless, say you just got there and you saw this woman on the floor. Mm-hmm. What happened?
Yeah.
Why she like this?
Right.
Let's call 911. Like, that's my thing. Like, regardless if this is not my friend, this is a friend of a friend, I'm still like, what's going on?
Yeah, because this looking fishy and my fingerprints is all over.
Exactly.
So I need some
answers. That would be my thing. So, yeah, I hope they all go to jail.
Yeah.
And I hope the girl that, get the one that actually did the beating, I want her to go up in the jail, and I want them to take a hold of her and show her some
We can swap her out with Brittany Griner. We can just
I know that's
right. Yeah, so, but yeah, that's all the melanated news I have for today, friend.
Yes, that was some good melanated news. What I wanted to tap into on that last melanated news that you said was, what I'm noticing is it's a lot of younger people. I'm thinking it's Gen Z or whatever.
Yeah,
they'll just
25.
go on trips with anybody that got money. Basically, like
that's
if you
true.
can go on this trip, I'll go on you. Back when I feel like millennials, you wouldn't even go to a party if you didn't have a solid crew.
Yeah, we don't play that shit.
No, you ain't just going with anybody.
They're like, we don't play that shit.
Somebody gotta have my best interest.
I think that because they are so like, well, I'll have a good time regardless. If, I fall out with these people, they don't really care. Because I've seen a lot of people on TikTok, like the young girls on TikTok, they be like this one girl said she was supposed to go to Vegas with her best friend and her best friend's friends. But her best friend backed out, but she was like, I already paid for it, so I'm going to go. So she went, and these chicks, she was like, they didn't have no money, they was doing this, they was doing that, but she still went. Like, we wouldn't do that. Like, I'm not. My friend not going. I'm not going. I don't know you. I don't know you. Like,
unless I got people there already that I can link
that
with.
That part.
We definitely thinking of ahead like that. Oh, what state we going? Where we going?
Type shit like that.
I got an auntie over there.
But I don't. I mean, I have a strict rule now because I've been out of town with other people outside of my people.
Your circle.
And I didn't say I didn't have a good time. It was just like, it's not for you, Tiffany. Mm-hmm. So I literally only go out of town with my sister-in-law or my husband. Mm-hmm. And like, obviously, like, I would go out of town with,
But you got your people.
I have my people, my core people, because other people can join, and I know, like, okay, I still got my solid
people that's going to make sure if I do get drunk, they're going to pull my hair back so that or if I'm sleeping,
I don't like the whole thing where you're drunk and people recording you. Don't record me.
I'll get that
you know what a drunk person look like. Don't record me.
Get that shit up.
All right, I'm done.
And you got to get that off, huh? Okay. So congratulations on becoming a new father.
Congratulations, man.
5 months today.
Today? Oh, 5 months. Yeah. That's amazing. Did y'all take a picture of that? You got to take a picture.
She does every time. She has enough for me.
She said,
you just send us your phone?
No,
just
she probably
airdrop.
Does. She sends, she takes the morning pictures, the noon pictures, the afternoon pictures.
Oh.
And her and my mom in this group chat, and I hate group chat. I want them hate group chat people. Like,
why?
Like, let me out. Let me out, please.
You're not disturbed.
Why?
Let me out.
Why you don't like group chat?
Because after whatever the reason it was for, I'm cool with that. Mm-hmm. It's the after the event, and it keeps going for no reason.
Gotcha.
Now let me out. Let me out. Start a new one. Let me out.
Holding hostage, really.
For real.
So, what is his name? Tell us.
His name is Ashton Nicholas Posey.
Mm-hmm. Oh. What's the best part about being a father for you now?
Okay.
Best part.
The best part is I know I'm up for the job.
You know what?
I know I'm up for the job.
Okay.
Basically saying like, I'll use this analogy. You got people who've been dreaming their whole life to play basketball. I want to play basketball. That's what I want to do. But they can't make a layup. They can't fucking dribble. Mm-hmm. They don't even know how to put the jersey on. So like, it's after the camera's gone and the poster's gone. Are you up for this job? This is a job, yo.
Real.
This is not entertainment. Mm-hmm. This is not, let me show my son off and this and that. Like, that's cool. But it's some shit that's just about to occur that you need to be ready for. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be some questions. It's going to be some trials, tribulations. It's going to be some shit. He going to start walking. He going to start talking. He going to want some information. He's going to trust you to give it to him. You know what I mean? You got his head for the rest of your life. You got his head, no matter how you look at it. And that's, for me, I knew that I was up for the job. Whether I was ready to have a child, I still knew what it entailed. And when it was time to step up, so that's how I am. Like, I'm big serious, big serious. Like, I have fun, but I'm big serious because I've seen the opposite side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I know what the hell he can end up looking like and doing out here.
If I drop the ball.
Man, listen. And it start early, on their ass early. You think, I'm up for the job.
What's your biggest fear raising a black son?
Him getting killed.
Yes, that's heavy.
Wow.
Him
That's
getting
heavy.
killed.
That's real.
Period.
Yeah, that's
And him
real.
getting killed, man.
Yeah.
That way.
So you guys you and your wife have a unique birthing story.
We have a unique everything. Yes, we
This is
do.
our second posy here, y'all.
Second
We gotta split them up because I need him to shine and I need her to shine.
Yes, yes, and we have the blessing after, so we can talk about it a little
She get
bit
it
more.
before story, he gets
Yes,
it after.
yes. So how was your birthing story? Like, how that experience was for you as the man in the situation?
Okay, so I guess I don't want to. I don't want to speak and it hasn't been filled in.
Okay.
I don't know what part has been filled
We'll start with the
in.
IVF. She came and she spoke about IVF and how you guys were going through the journey. Fast forward, we got a whole baby here.
Okay.
So tell us about the process, how we got to the baby.
Okay. All right. So even then, it's like, okay, everyone is not fortunate, or I'll say fortunate because I feel like I was to have a planned pregnancy.
Yes.
Okay. So to be able to think and make it and have a plan.
Yeah.
And some people have to do it on the fly. And since we were able to have a plan, even though it wasn't the plan we had, like we said, just being up for it, like, okay, this is what we're gonna have to do to make this happen. I don't know if she talked about the failed attempts, the three failed attempts before actually getting a success and going through surrogacy and things of that. But just watching her, I think how I felt watching her go through that really broke down a wall of emotion for me.
Really? So what did you feel? Did you feel like it was something did you feel like you wanted to protect her, you wanted to do more, but you couldn't, it was out of your control?
That's exactly what it was.
I can imagine.
It was a helpless feeling because I have an arrogance to me where it's like, if I'm involved in it, I can do it and I'm the best at it and blah, 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 blah. But for the first time, I wasn't the best at something. I wasn't on top of that. I couldn't do nothing.
Right.
I had to subject myself to someone else's instruction and follow their steps, or it was nothing, you know. So, and like I said, watching her go through that, it brought my emotion wall down and into
Y'all had
her
to come
world.
together.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you say that process brought y'all closer?
Yeah.
Or, because I know sometimes it's strained, you know?
I mean, we're not big on secrets and things like that, so we were already close, but just to see it wasn't a lie. Her saying that this was a dream of hers, I could tell it was a dream of hers.
She's very passionate.
Yes, I could tell, because when you them attempts not cheap.
Yeah.
And so when we like, all right, we got enough for one more. You wanna do it again? You wanna? Yes.
Yeah, she was not.
But we gonna be broke, you know. If I don't care, you know. So that let me know, like this has nothing to do with. This is my end goal, and if I can provide, if I can help provide it, that's what my thing was. I was like, if I could do this, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm so happy that it worked out for you. So how did you feel about the surrogacy part of it? Was that something that you had concerns about?
Did you do research on it?
Right.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. I let her do. Like, I just once when it comes to even with this decision, once I say, hey, I'm behind you on it, I'm behind you on it.
You
I don't care what variable comes into play. If our end game was to get us a baby, then this is what we got to do to get us. And you're comfortable with this? After we done went to the consult and they done told you these types of complications or things that could happen and all of that, I'm behind you. So once we had someone who was willing to take that step with us that I knew that we could trust, I was all for it.
Okay.
And I feel like it was all worth it. So September was NICU Awareness Month.
Okay.
And I know that y'all spent quite a while.
Yeah, a while. Yeah, about a month or so. Yeah, just in that NIC unit because he was premature.
Okay.
And just watching that whole process. I'm not big on. This is the longest I've ever been in a hospital. I'm not no hospital guy. Like I'm not. From my.
Do you even go get checked out? Like
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you like I'm not a hospital guy.
No, yeah, hospital. That's a clinic. You could do that at a clinic.
I'm sorry. Do you have a primary care doctor?
Yeah,
Okay, Nick.
But yeah, I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Because I will get you
we're
one.
talking about getting checked out. Like that's a whole nother level. No, I'm not going out like that. But yeah, I'm not a hospital guy as far as sitting in and watching somebody break down and leave me.
Yeah.
Like they need me and I'll be there. But if it was my choice, I can't just sit there and watch you go through that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by I'm not hospital. But that watching him, that was totally different.
You didn't want to leave his side.
That was I mean, if I'm not wanting to leave his side, it's just I was up for the job. Like it wasn't even about a want. It was like this is where I'm at because this is where I need to be.
Exactly.
Like it's not about me liking or loving or not liking or love. This is where I'm at. Let me get comfortable because this is what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? You need to be attentive, yo. You got to be watching them numbers. You got to watch these people coming in here. I was on their ass.
Yeah.
I don't know if she told you I was on their ass when they was coming in there. And they ain't changing on schedule. They ain't feeding on schedule. Before we were allowed to do it ourselves, I was on their ass because I'm gonna do my part. I'm not finna let him down.
And everything that y'all went through leading up to that.
Yeah, to finally get him here, man. Come on.
we're not
playing with this.
Yeah.
So with the newborn, and how long you've been married?
5 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So how has that been with the new dynamic with having a little baby in the house and in your marriage?
We in there. He in there, man. You just that's not nothing you can really plan. You just feel it out. You feel it out.
It's an adjustment.
You and your partner, y'all just feel it out, man. Whatever her strengths are, you use those. Whatever your strengths are, use those. Unfortunately, I'm a night person, so I'll get the night shift.
Oh, that's perfect.
So I'm pretty sure a lot of women would love to hear that. Because no matter how many hours she put in the day, ain't nothing like the night shift.
Yeah.
Sit
that
up.
night shift ain't.
I sit up and we sit up and I wait till he start nodding and then if I could just get him off my arm without him waking up. That's the game right there. It's like disarming a bomb, man. Getting them back in that bed.
Slide them on.
And so I could get me a wink or two. Yeah, but we got a cool little system. It's all good.
So would you say that you made or you connected with anybody while y'all was in the NICU?
All of them.
Really?
I love that hospital.
Okay.
U of M, Ann Arbor. I love that hospital. When I go there, like that's changed my whole feelings toward a hospital.
Really?
I didn't feel like I was in a hospital. I felt like I was at the crib.
They made you comfortable.
Beyond, like, they made me feel like I maybe had one hiccup of an experience in there, and but other than that, it was like I could go back there and I know where to go, I know who to talk to, I can go with it through any door. Nobody was messing with me, like you know what I mean, like the extra. Just I can go get some tissues. I want to get a box of tissues. I want to get a pack of diapers. I want to get a whatever. Nobody's messing with me.
Through that part, so that's the blessing because I'm already going through a lot, so I really don't need you to make this more difficult for me.
Right. I ain't gonna break down the intricacies of it, but you know what I mean. Like when I'm going to the bathroom, I want to go drop off milk or whatever. I was in my own world without nobody messing with me. I was able to learn the system, learn him, learn everything on my own pace without anybody pushing me and forcing me to do anything.
Yeah, so it's the effort that you took, and they left room for you to take that effort. That's good. That's beautiful. Would you say that you, like, I know it's a lot of parents that's in there they stand there around the clock because their baby is there. Did you connect with any fathers, and anybody else in there that might have been going through like the same thing you've been going through?
He was the guy I met. He wasn't going through what I was going through, but he put me through an emotional ringer, man. Like, cause you already in an emotional state just being in there. I was going to get some water or something. This guy was standing in front of the machine crying. And so at first you insensitive, like, dog, would you move? I'm trying to get out. And he turned around and talking about how his kid been in here for so long, his newborn been in here for so. And this is the crazy part. We had heard a rumor about, I don't know if this is his baby or not, but we heard a rumor about a baby that was in there for a very, very long time and had made it up to almost 30-something pounds, and they still hadn't right, because he had multiple surgeries,
Right.
this and that. And so I don't know if this is or not, but he was saying like his baby been there for so long, and they don't know if he's gonna make it, and this and that. And so he's crying in my arms, like in my arms, and I'm like, he's standing in front of one of those walls where they have like Post-its cut out into a particular shape where you can write "Thank you, nurse," blah blah blah, blah for this. And he had, you can put a prayer up.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to put a prayer for your son,
Wow.
Ashton, because I saw him, he was in the NIC unit, and he's trying to get his breathing together and this and that. And he's like, well, my son is doing this with surgery and all that. And so I prayed with him, this guy. I got his number and everything. It was wild. It was wild. It was wild. It was super duper wild.
Brings you together, going through like or something relatable, and I can feel it. Like I'm going through it, so I can feel exactly how you feel. Somebody else that's not going through what you're going through might have passed them. Excuse me. Move and got my way, but I understand.
And so, like, when I first approached him, like I said, I'm talking shit, like, oh, let me get my water, move. Man, tell me why 2-3 days later, I finally left. I went to my bowling night because they said, they was like, it's good to be here, but it's bad at the same time. It play on your nerves to sit up under him and look at these numbers and all the time. You're not getting good enough sleep. You need to get some fresh air and do something before you come back. So I said, you know what, this week I've been missing. But I'm gonna go and do that. He said, go play basketball, go bowl, whatever it is you do, go play golf, do something to decompress before you come back. So I go to bowl. And I make it through the first game, and after the second, I'm just staring at a picture of him. I started crying like crazy. But see, before then, I hadn't even drawn no real emotion. I hadn't cried or nothing.
Yeah, because I don't get emotion.
I had a moment.
Yeah.
I hadn't had a moment. Like, it hadn't hit me.
Right.
It hit me at the bowling alley.
Nowhere.
Man, listen, I had to finish. I said, I got to go. I got to go. Like, I had to finish. I get back in the car. I'm boo-hooing it's an hour drive almost. I'm boo-hooing the entire drive back. And it was because my father had built up the having children and marriage as a very, very stressful, bad thing. Which is why I tried to stay away from getting married and having kids.
Yes.
So my first obstacle was getting married. And then it was like, she gonna want kids.
The pressure.
Yep, it was pressure, definitely. A lot of pressure. So then it was like, okay, because in the back of my mind, I'm still hearing, like, don't have no kids. Your life is over. She's going to do this. She's going to do that. They're going to do this to you. They're going to do that to you. Your life ain't yours no more. Blah, 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 blah. Right. So for me, even though it had only been a month or so, that wasn't what was happening to me. I was getting good information. I was getting good energy. I was getting, and so when I saw it was the opposite, I was crying because I held in so much. I held in, is it resentment or?
Yeah.
I don't know. I held in so much, like, to not have this happen, to not even feel the way you said I'm going to feel.
Yeah.
I felt good instead of bad. And that's what it was really coming out of me. And I was like, I got to get back and get this love that I'm feeling. And give and get this love I'm feeling.
Oh, wow.
So, that's my point I was going to get. I got back to the hospital. Who I see standing in there? The dude with the water. The dude that was crying, he's standing. I'm gonna get some water if I go see my son. He's standing in there chilling. He's like, I'm feeling good, feeling great. What you going through? And he said, he called my name, Nick. What you going through? And I'm telling him, and I'm on the other side. And I was talking shit 2 days ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so that's why I brought that. That's why that was the connection I made with Buddy.
That's a blessing. That is a blessing.
I love that.
And you mentioned bowling.
Oh yeah.
So I've heard that you bowl over several games, perfect games.
Oh, wow.
9.
Okay, 9 to be exact. So when did you start bowling?
As long as I could talk. My dad put
Really?
it. Yeah, my dad made me. He made me hate it, then I started loving it.
So, okay, and that's a thing. And to me, I feel like in the black community with fathers, sometimes they'll make their son do certain sports and stuff. How did you feel about, like, that as a child? Did he do that a lot or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah.
I love him. He meant well,
Yeah.
but that's a teaching that was in that generation. That's what it was.
Yep, that's exactly how it was.
That's what it was.
You
That's
gonna
what you're
learn
going to do. You're going to be a doctor. You're going to do this until you got old enough to say, I don't want to be a doctor. I want to go sell hair.
That was the guidance.
That's what it was. So you're going to bowl. You're going to play basketball. I messed my knee up. So I was still able to play bowl or whatever. But yeah, I ain't like bowling for real. He made me because that's what his life was. And then when I got old enough, and he started gambling on me, I was like, ooh, I like this. Because money was involved.
Yeah.
So that's that turned everything for me.
So do you stay in leagues like all around a year, or has it slowed down?
No, I stay in them. Even when it was COVID, I found a league.
Even in COVID,
Yep.
you was in there bowling.
They was spraying down machines, masks on. They made us skip lanes, whatever I had to do. Because the reason why is because I need a day of the week to get away from the norm, from the stress, the whatever I'm going through. That doesn't matter in there. You know, like I'm just me there. I don't have no expectation.
Right.
I just have fun. You know, whether it's just 3 hours, then it's like I leave, I go back to whatever was going on in my life. But instead of like any type of, you know, abuse of any drug or something like that, I'd rather just go bowl.
Yeah, because I see that you like dipping down into like a lot of creative projects and stuff. Like you hustle too. So like you would dance, like you dance.
Yeah,
You bowl.
Wait, pause. You
Yeah.
can't just skip over these things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So you dance?
Yeah, I did. I do. I had a
What kind of
stint
dance?
where
Just every day.
like line dancing, like
Yes.
the hustle.
Oh, okay.
I had a stint where shout out to the Hustle Boys.
Shout out to the Hustle
Yes,
Boys.
and they do. I'm telling you, I was trying to join, but I wasn't quick enough. Myself.
But we had things on. When I say on lock. We didn't pay to get in any bar, any club, because they knew that if we came as a consistent, other people would come. But we used to teach hustles. And stuff
Okay.
like that. So I don't do it anymore.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's just like one of those things. Just easy to pick up. If a hustle come, I look at it.
If you got
2 or
it, because
3
I ain't
rounds, and
got
just
it.
jump
I ain't got it, Nick. I ain't got it. I'll be like, wait, what you? Okay, hold on, never mind.
Have
That's
you
me.
always been active, like in different stuff, like when you were younger too? Just stay in different things to keep you busy.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. My youngest brother, he's 12 years younger than me. So for a long time,
Oh
Your
wow,
only
that's a
sibling?
gap.
yeah, Mama nasty, right? No, but for real, all jokes aside, so it's like I was an only child, so it was like with no direct sibling, she had to keep me,
Active.
and he had to keep me, my hands in some shit, so I don't end up a statistic or be bored. Because
Okay.
what they say, right? You know,
Idle
it's an idle
mind.
mind. That was workshop, right? Boom. So they kept me involved in something. Whether I wanted to be involved in it or not, I had a schedule from the point I left the house to the point I got back.
Oh wow.
And it's stuff that he told me, like, you might not like it, but I'm going to teach you a little bit of everything. So when you get around different cultures, you'll know how to do something. You might not even be the best at it, but you at least going to be familiar with it. So if we go somewhere and all they playing is backgammon, then at least you know the rules. All they playing is chess. At least you know what's going on, so you don't sound, ignorant or whatever. You're gonna sound cultured, So whatever they're doing, whether it's Mancala or Chinese checkers or whatever they're doing, you're familiar with what they're doing.
That's really, really good. It makes perfect sense. Like just hearing you talk about how your background is and how active you are. Like you and Tracy are in sync, and like y'all are super busy. Like they are really like, I don't even understand how y'all do so much, but it makes sense. Like y'all like to be active and do things like that. What made you go to HBCU?
Oh man, so middle school, man. Shout out to my middle school, Ann Arbor Trail. My band director at the time, Dr. LaShawn Gary. He was a Southern University graduate and was in the marching band there. I had known nothing about black colleges. I knew nothing about the marching band culture, and he would show us videos to mimic them and march and play like them in middle school.
Wow.
Fast forward, I ended up going to Western. Well, Cass first, then going to Western, and they had this event. I think it's called the Evening of Fine Arts. Evening of Fine Arts, I want to say. And it's at the Fox Theater. And they would allow all the high schools to have an on-stage presence instead of just marching band. On stage, as far as your classical music or your orchestra
Concert
or whatever,
band.
concert band, things of that nature. And at this event, Dr. Isaac Griggs of Rest in Peace from Southern University happened to be aware in there. And they treat it like the NBA draft, man. Like they actually scout musicians.
Wow.
They scout musicians. If you didn't know, they do this. Like
I didn't know
they
that.
come. They
I remember the
flew to
movie.
Detroit. Like they flew. Like he said, remember Dr.
Yeah.
Lee came to my living room.
Yeah.
And they do that shit for real.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
for
I
real.
thought
They
it was
sit
just in
there
the
and slide a
movies.
pamphlet over, and we prepared to offer your son $100 in a meal plan.
Not a meal plan.
Like for real, they do that shit for real. So Doc came out, flew back and sent his crew, which was more legs and hands on, and they were picking and choosing. They'll come to a certain high school, and the word will get around. They'll say, "Hey, Mr. Williams at such and such is at Osborne. He's doing auditions. He's only gonna be there from 3 to 5. Line be long out the building because people want them contracts, them scholarships.
Yeah,
which they have real full scholarships to play your horn.
Right, and y'all was already doing that.
We was already doing it just off the strength, right? So I was supposed to be a part of Alabama State University with Dr. Oliver. I went to DSA where he was at and then audition. I leave from there and I get a phone call from Doc. Doc said, "I heard about you. Can you play?" That's all he said on the phone. I said, "Yeah, play me a scale." I'm on the phone.
Right, you like, let me find.
So I'm leaned over.
I'm
my saxophone. Alto saxophone. I lean my saxophone into the phone. I play through a couple of scales. He was like, "Do you want to come? You want to come to Louisiana?" I'm like, "I guess." Hold on. He puts me on hold. Come back. I'm prepared to offer you this much, this, and that for. Wow. I was like, hold on. Let me get my mama.
I don't know what to do with this.
You know what I'm saying? I tell my mom, and then and the rest was history. I had already got in academically, but it was just cool to go through that experience.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is amazing. So now we're about to tap into this fraternity talk. So tell us, what fraternity are you in?
Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, 1914.
So proud. You are so proud. Okay.
Yes,
so tell
I love
us.
it.
Yeah, look, tell us about.
Yeah, because
yes, we need to know.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
But
it is a lot.
I don't know where you want me to.
I had picked your wife's brain, and she told me be clear, it's the Divine Nine fraternity.
Yeah, it is a
what
Divine
does that
Nine.
Divine Nine?
It's one of the Divine Nine.
What is
Divine Nine meaning is of the 9 black fraternities and sororities of the National Panhellenic Association and Council. So that just means that,
This went over my head.
Yeah, right. Well, these I don't know what you have or have not seen.
That's what
but you have notable fraternity members and sorority members that you have seen, from maybe Steve Harvey being a Q, or Ricky Smiley,
or you just know people.
Yeah,
I know a lot of.
But there are other organizations and whatnot. But the of the Divine Nine are the strongest and most popular of black fraternities and most influential to push the culture forward.
Pick that.
I'm sorry. I need to know all the
all of them.
Yes.
All of them.
Can you name all 9 of them?
Of course.
Thank
you.
You're like, yes, I do this. Yeah,
no, but that's law.
He's supposed to.
It would be disrespectful to not. Like, that's when you find out who's.
I think they're gonna kick you out. They're gonna kick you out, Nick, if you don't know.
Okay, so you have your ladies are going to be your Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated, AKs.
Yeah,
all right.
We know them.
All right, you have Sigma Gamma Rho.
Okay.
All right, you have Delta Sigma Theta.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. I heard it's only 2 choices, but keep going.
All right, look. Now you won't get the full answer.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Alpha Kappa Alpha, Sigma Gamma Rho, Delta Sigma Theta, Zeta Phi Beta. Zeta Phi Beta. Yes. Okay, so then you got.
I had to pause.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. No, that's my sorority sister.
I know.
That's why I did that.
Okay.
Then you got the men. You have Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Okay.
Omega Psi Phi.
Oh yeah, I know them.
And
they were all at my wedding.
Alpha Phi Alpha. And Iota Phi Theta.
Okay.
And Kappa Alpha Psi.
Oh, you was about to miss one?
They want to kick away.
I was about to get it.
They gonna get you, boy.
If there was one to forget.
Uh-oh.
No, you didn't.
Ooh. I can't do that, though. But you can. Get out of here.
No, it's always good. We do that to each other, but it's always us against the world. We always do that to each other, though.
Yeah. And what made you get into a fraternity?
Okay, so I had heard about Sigmas from my older cousin, Truck, and it didn't really pique my interest then. This was before, college.
Right.
And I got there, and I was, I was popular already. I already had the things that a lot of people join groups to get.
Talk about yourself, then, Nick. Let them know.
No, I'm just trying to.
Let them know.
I'm on a minefield here, so I'm gonna just use
Let them know. I already had all the clouds all in. I'm just
basically.
You.
I mean, I didn't go when I was a freshman, but I was not acting like a freshman. Like the only thing I didn't have is a vehicle, which out of state students couldn't have a car. But other than that,
really? Wow.
Not your first year, you couldn't, unless you were staying on campus.
Got you.
But no, I wasn't seeking friendship from anyone because.
They were drawn to you already.
Not even so much me, because I ain't gonna put it all on me. But us as Detroiters, man, we carry a different
we do.
Right.
aura about ourselves when we go, especially when we go somewhere out of town. Like
You can stay
in the South too.
I was about to say the South major.
Yeah, for sure. And they show love though.
Yeah, they
respect.
do.
They show love. So they like when they find out that you're from Detroit or you're from the North, they treat you as long as you're not a clown. They treat you a certain way.
Right.
And so saying all that to say, I didn't really need anyone to boost me up. And so just through normal relationships that I built were Sigmas, and I didn't know they were. So what happened was, hey man, can you help me study on it? Yeah. Can you show me where the dining hall is? Yeah. Well, can I get a ride to Walmart? I don't have a car. Can you give me a ride to Walmart so I can get some stuff in my dorm? Yeah. So these 3 people and more was so helpful to me, and they didn't lead with, I'm a Sigma. I didn't even know nothing about that. I knew about it, but I didn't know it to the point where you were sick, so, and at this, and what I don't knock different fraternities and sororities because every school is different.
True.
So how they're presented to you are different. How they bring you up and cross you and all that is different. And so they don't know it, but the way that the other organizations were coming across were pushy and arrogant, which for me, I don't think arrogance like arrogance.
Yeah.
I'm arrogant. So you got to come at me different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I'll say it, like I was at a bar and these 2 members of Omega Psi Phi were strolling in the middle of the bar. I'm sitting at the bar while they're in the middle of the dance floor. I'm chilling, talking to ladies, doing what I do. One of them come up to me and say, yo, my man's such and such want a drink. I'm just sitting there chilling, doing my thing, get my swerve on. And he points to like his bruh. I'm like, all right.
Well,
kind of like, just like, because I'm whatever. And so I keep talking. He comes, the guy comes over that he said I was supposed to get a drink for, and says, man, you answered that question wrong. I'm like, what? Like, what just happened? What is happening right now? What's happening? So I guess they must have took me for a person who wanted interest in the organization, which I knew nothing about it. I didn't even know what you were doing. And so that was all that ever happened with me in that organization as far as it ever went. That turned me off so bad that I didn't even want to go to no information. I didn't want to be involved with nobody of that organization at that time because it rubbed me that wrong. Like the nerve, the audacity, to come at me and pull. Like I'm like you coming at me like like that, like whatever.
Lucky,
So that happened, and then so the same thing happened. Oh, lunchtime on lunchtime, you need to come sit at this table with us. This is some gentlemen's of Kappa. You come sit at this table with us, man, and wear a suit and shit. Like it was like I'm like what? Like what's going on? What's happening? What's happening? And so no, I'm not doing that. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that.
No, I'm not.
I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. And so on and so forth. It happened with every organization but Phi Beta Sigma at this school. And so I'm chilling. Me and my friend who ended up being my best man. Shout out to Antonio Butler, Sham.
Hey, Antonio.
Yeah.
Whoa. So me and him just cooling, doing our thing, making our own fans and friends, just being ourselves.
Did you just say fans?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure you said that.
You is getting to be together for this next question, but carry on.
Fans and friends, because we used to make up. I had taught him hustles. I taught him all the Detroit hustles, and nobody did that down there. So we became that.
Yeah.
The hustle boys in the South.
Right. Because they're like, we need this here.
They didn't know what they like. Teach me whatever. So boom. That's when somebody said, you want to come to this thing they having? It's some type of probate. Okay. It's the Sigma probate. I didn't know. I go and I see every person that helped me that whole year on stage. It was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It was a no-brainer.
That's what I want to be.
And I was like, and I already love blue. So I was like, it was a no-brainer though. I was like, they was about help and not mentioning what they were at that school. Because I never put that on the whole organization. But at that school, they was about helping people first. And then telling you who they were second.
That's awesome. Okay.
That's why I joined. I try to wrap it up nice, cute, in the bow.
Yeah, it's perfect, actually.
That's why,
So, you mentioned, you didn't have to join because you had the clout and this and that. And I know y'all was out there partying and stuff. How do you transition from being like a frat in the party life to being married? And do you transition or is it
you transition? It's dope though.
Okay.
The cool part is, that's the cool part. Like
because you ain't your wife or both.
No, I mean, what you mean?
What is she?
Alpha Phi Omega.
Okay.
Yep.
So y'all understand.
Second, to my knowledge, the second woman to cross at FAMU.
Speak on it.
Ever. You know what I'm saying? To my knowledge, she's the second ever. Yep. But yeah, like we've been a part, like you said, we've been a part of things our whole life. And growing up, you realize being a part of things brings people, brings friends, brings associates, bring people that she knows that I don't know. So I'm secure in knowing that she has all these guy friends or girlfriends in different parts of the nation because I got the same thing.
Yeah,
because we were always a part of something, and being a part of something means you're a part of something bigger than yourself. So, So
do y'all come together? Is that the transition of bring it all together because we all family, because we understand this world? Okay.
Yeah, like she took me to some of her ceremonies and her parties, and I was able to fit right in.
Because
and dropped me off, and I take off in the party like it was my party. You know, and the same I can say for her. It's just, and you ask me how is the transition? They encourage it. They're not throwing salt in the game. They're not trying to make you mess around. They're not trying, like the people that I'm around.
Yeah.
I can't speak for everybody, but the people I've gotten to know here and the people that I travel with, they are married. Their girlfriends are with them. Their wives are with them. We just come and have fun together, and there's never if you get some crap, you got it on your own.
Okay.
Like that's not accountability. That's not something they're pushing you toward. Like you got to know your own.
Okay.
Do y'all fight over what HBCU your son will go to?
No, I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
Okay.
I might give her crap for real, like joking, but as long as he ain't got to go to school. I would love it. I would love that. I would love it. But I see the dynamic of the generation change.
Yeah.
And their ability to make millions and never even seen a college textbook or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just think that experience, it adds something to the character that they're lacking. I don't care how much money you got.
Yep.
When you've been on the stomping ground with other counterparts of your color and y'all learning together and y'all struggling together, it changes you.
Yeah,
it really changes you to be. Most of them HBCUs, they were slave plantations, man.
Yeah.
Like I hate to say it.
No, it's the truth.
But it feels so dope to say this ain't a plantation no more. This is our court school. This is our law school right here, where we're learning something that's changing the world on a place where you try to take that from us. The ability to be able to read and write or learn anything. So I think that's fire. But I would recommend, at least if you have the opportunity to take one semester, whoever you are, if you could take a semester away from your life at a HBCU, especially if you're black, it'll change your whole way of thinking as far as the system and learning and being a part of something that's bigger than yourself. To go inside a seminar with 200 or 300 black people that's learning chemistry, 200 or 300 black people learning law, 200 or 300, you know what I'm saying? It's different. Instead of the stereotype, someone maybe from Korea or Asia or whatever might be better at math or something like that, and you go in there and everybody's black and they're good at math.
Yeah.
Instead of just basketball and rapping and whatever. So that's just something that you just have in the back of your mind, that you don't have to be subject to nobody telling you that that's all you can be. At least you know that you made a conscious decision to do something else.
Yeah. All right. Listen.
I know that's right, Fred.
We love it. We support that. My husband says the same thing. Like
no matter what school.
He said it changed his life.
Of course I'm a pick.
Literally. It changed his life. He was like, he would never. And literally.
I wouldn't change nothing.
They're like I call it a cult.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Because, every time he goes to homecoming, but he's like, that was the most, like, outside of, because I actually told him recently, I was like, I feel like you be forgetting you got married. That should be the most amazing thing to you. He was like, no. He was like, that is. He was like, but college changed his life. He said going to Clark changed his life. I was like, I don't understand, obviously, but I was like, that's amazing.
Life changing.
So do y'all always have to go to homecoming?
I haven't been in years. I would love to go. I would love to go.
Let's talk about that. Kevin, you hear this?
But why not?
No, if I could, I wouldn't miss. So I don't know.
Pause. What happened?
If I could, I wouldn't miss.
Really?
So what you mean
it's not my choice.
Why is not your choice?
Because
what?
Your wife wants you?
Your wife said no.
I get shit about it, but I be wanting to go. I get shit about it.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. But if it was me, I wouldn't miss.
Well, then never mind. Never mind, Kevin.
I wouldn't miss nothing. Once I get enough money to send her somewhere to have fun, I won't miss another one.
Yeah.
But I think that's where it all comes into.
Off and then
She can come with me, but it's like the problem is this is the problem when it comes to me and my wife or whatever. She hates when I'm having fun and she's not. That's all it is. I'm just just being real. It's not about that I went. It's that she's at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not that I went. It's that she didn't go to hers.
Okay.
Okay.
So it ain't about, I'm not doing shit.
Right, of course not.
It's just that I'm having fun. I got to answer the phone like I'm not having fun.
Shut up.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's
How's it going?
different.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's different
Shit
for
be
us,
jumping. I mean,
though.
it be jumping.
Because like I want him to go because I know he enjoys it and
Yes.
he goes and so
Yes.
he have. But the thing about it is he's in the because we're newlyweds. He was this year. He was in the state of I just want to come home to my wife and I'm like I was pushing him to stay. I was like no stay an extra day. Like he was trying to cut his day short, cut his trip short. But he had an amazing time.
And you said I'm staying.
But I don't care. But the thing about it is, like, his friends
Well,
invite
drink
me
on
to
that.
come, and I'm like, no, that's his thing because first of all, that's y'all memories. Y'all gonna be like, remember when we was here and we went. I don't want to go through all that, but they're like, you should experience it. You should come, and I'm like, yeah, no. But his thing is, if I'm there, he's not gonna be able to be fully himself.
Bullshit. I
because-
can.
Well,
But y'all,
Yeah, I can.
he's saying he can't be his fully self because he's gonna be worried about me. Like, are you having
Yeah,
fun?
I
maybe
see that
you're
part. I can
okay.
see that.
So,
I thought
like,
you meant
that's
like,
his
I'm gonna
whole
be me.
thing. Yeah. So, oh, Nick, like, if that.
I'm a dance. I'm a dance.
Well, no, yeah, of course.
I'm gonna do the same shit, but I just enjoy doing it in that element, like on the
Well, I
on the
think
block.
you should go next year.
Man, what? I'm there. I'm going to be there because I done missed every
sorry.
we gonna go. She know. You know I'm going.
you're gonna be on like no more interviews.
Right.
She gonna call in. We gotta call her. This not even the last. The line's not even open. How did she get in? The line's not even open.
So when the last time you been to homecoming?
Oh my God, I don't remember, yo. The last time I went to hers.
Okay. Was
Okay.
hers not like yours?
No,
Okay.
Okay.
no. I mean, shout out to FAMU. It was
Yeah.
cool,
But
but it's
you said not this.
was
What
like-
is that?
no, man,
Okay.
no, man, ain't nothing like that. I don't care if I just sit there and drink blue juice, man. It's just to get some of that dirty down south air up in my nostrils.
Yeah.
And that hot ass heat lay on your back, bruh, and just chill, like and talk and just chill.
That's neat. I feel like y'all should go every year.
Just chill.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a thing. You
Yeah.
should. That should be your time. You know.
But nah, got a son now, so
I was just about to say you got a baby, so that's gonna be
one of
different
the things.
too.
I already knew. I'm like, man, but I ain't got no problem taking him. So
Yeah.
I'm not them. I'll take him with me, even though I know she ain't gonna want me to take him, but whatever. Just know.
He coming eventually.
Oh, okay.
But I don't
So
care.
we're gonna follow up with you next year and see what happens.
Yeah, we gonna see. We're going to marriage in every 5 years. What happened? Hey, let me tell you what happened. I went to homecoming, man. And
Wait a minute. What was all that talk?
One more thing. I do have a question. What do you think about black men going to therapy? We always got to ask the black men when y'all
Yeah,
get
we
up in
do.
here.
We need to know.
you said
y'all.
this last thing, or
No, it's not.
Okay, cool.
I got a little bit more.
Okay, so
I
no,
wanted
I'm
to
not
say
rushing. I'm with all of that. I just
Okay.
thought that, I was like, damn, that was quick.
No.
Black man therapy. Okay.
Ain't getting off.
Therapy is like, I was not with none of that shit. I ain't believe in it. I thought that therapy for me, and nobody told me this. This is just what I got from like television and shit. Like, therapy is like man beat up session. That's what I thought. Like, they finna go in there and tell you what you ain't doing, what she ain't, everything she is and everything you ain't. And how you need to do better and how you need to do this. How a woman is so perfect and all this other shit. And it's not like that. Like, if you go to the right one.
Correct.
You feel me? If you go to the right one. And shout out to my therapist, you feel me? He gonna give it to you straight. And it took for me to go and watch him cut into my wife. I was like, oh, this ain't so bad.
All right, Nick. You literally you had me like, oh, nigga.
Ain't so bad.
Now, first, how did you pick your therapist? Did you pick your
I didn't
brothers or
pick-
wife?
I never. She must have picked him. She must have picked him.
Okay.
She said, give it a chance. Because I was like, fuck that.
Okay.
Because we had our spats and a little rocky road, and that's how that even came to play.
Gotcha.
And I was like, therapy ain't gonna fix this shit. Ain't no way in hell.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't even believe in that. What he gonna tell me, all this shit I need to do and become a puppet, and for the next 40, 50 years, I gotta fucking act like this. Like, fuck that. Like, no, fuck that shit. Hell no.
I have a question. So on the show that you're going to watch tonight, Reasonable Doubt.
I work in the morning. All right.
Well, you gonna start it, Nick. Stop playing with me.
I'm listening to you.
On the last episode, latest episode, I say her friend was telling her, the main character, her friend was telling her, she was like, "You are afraid to be seen." And so do you think that when you were going to therapy, was that one of the things also, like you was afraid of the truth, your truth coming out, and you didn't want to face it yet?
No, I'm just keeping this real. I just hated the fact that I knew my wife's truth and I thought he wasn't gonna call her out on it. I know I'm fucked up. I had fucked up. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was like it should be both of us.
So you thought it was just gonna be a gang, somebody gonna gang up on you.
That's all I'm saying. Like I wasn't afraid. I just didn't want it to be no one-sided beat up session. Like that's all. Like we are human. We are not perfect at all.
None of us.
You know what I'm saying? And I was fucking up, and I feel like she was misstepping on some shit, and he called her on it, and that's what saved everything.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
No, I get it.
That shit saved everything for me.
I think women, and I think I used to be one of those women like, yeah, they gonna tell you about yourself, but also I'm gonna get told myself too.
Like,
they're gonna check me too.
Fuck that shit. Hell no.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna get right, but you gotta get right with me. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? So, So do you still do couples therapy, or do you just do therapy on your own? Whatever it's called for. Sometimes I just hit them up and say, we need to talk. And it be some shit like I need to, because I made it from a dark ass place because of him and her.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? A dark ass. I'm talking about self-destructive type shit. Like I good now. Like I will never go back that place ever.
That's
like
amazing.
Without, whatever. I'll never do that to myself, what I was doing to myself at that time.
It's the
you know what I'm saying?
awareness now.
Yeah, because I feel like nobody wanted to listen to me and how could I fix my life. You feel me? So.
And it's so crazy, not to put nobody's business out there or whatever, but that's what Kenny was telling me. He was like,
I got your back, Chenjo.
Look, no, it's not him, but he was like,
I tried to tell it without telling it, basically. Like, we had our hang-ups, but we worked our way through that shit because of that.
Exactly. And a lot of times I think that people don't leave the door open for men to even just say, like, hey, maybe I'm not telling you some extra stuff that you're not aware of, because he had a friend that he had kept calling and trying to check on him. And he like, I've been calling him for months. He didn't answer, And so when he finally picked up, he like, what's up, bro? Like, I've been calling you. How you been doing? And he's like, man, I've been going through it. I've been going through hell. I'm in a dark place. I didn't want to bring you down. And he was like, you not answering the phone. You thinking that's going to bring me down. You can never bring nobody down. Maybe I can lift you up. So I think for a lot of people, they thinking like, as a man, you're not even supposed to express yourself because you don't want to be a weight on somebody, or you don't want to be vulnerable, or you like, it's a little too dark for you to really understand. It's people that's there with you that actually could help you,
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that's what women and men. And as we get older, I know for me, I don't like to bring people into anything because you want to just be positive most of the time. I'm not going to say I'm not going through nothing. So when I say if I'm going through something, I just I don't want to talk about it, but I'm going to get through it. Yeah. Just so you know, and if I share it later, I'll share it. But it's like some people just don't want you to go through that with them. But I do understand, hey, I can probably help you with this as well.
To me, it's the most beautiful thing when I feel safe enough to be transparent with the people. Like, I feel like those are the best bonds for me. Like, I can be happy, I can be chipper, but can we go there and I can really let it out and you can...
Yeah, some people do need that.
Yeah. And when you feel like you got those people, I feel like I'll never let those go.
Yeah,
that's what it was, though. It was like, I had to test, he don't know it, but I tested him. It was like, I'm going to give you a little bit of this information and I'm going to see how you use it with me or against me. And he didn't use it against me, so I was like, I can give you more information.
So you broke that wall down.
Yeah, but he did it. He don't know, or maybe he do know. He's a fucking professional.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
but I'm
sure
like, if he flip this shit around on me, then I'm done. I'm done with Buddy. Like, I'm done with dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for him to do that, like, it changed my whole life. It saved my fucking life for sure.
I do have a message for you.
For me.
Yeah, I have I do have another question, but I have a message for you.
From who? I bet I know who.
And it's like, it goes to everything that you've been saying, so it's like everybody has saw, what you're saying.
Do I get it? Who it's from? It's anonymous?
Maybe. It says,
oh, gosh.
I'm proud of you. I believe in you, and I appreciate how you are always there to support me in my dreams. I will always be there to support yours as well. The best thing that I love about you is your passion and how you love me. I love that you are my friend first and never judge me. You're forgiving. You balance me out and you lift me up when I feel like my back is against the wall. You're my calm, and you inspire me to be your peace. So I thought that was a beautiful message. And it goes to everything what you were explaining too, but I also have a pop-up question from somebody that's not that person.
Hold on, I'm making some tears.
You putting water on your face? Okay, she's going to see this and take her message back.
No, I did the same. Look, all right. So, no, that's dope, though. That's super dope, man. That's dope.
Pop-up question. So this is for somebody, and I would say I was going to leave this person anonymous, but it is from your sister-in-law.
Wow. Wow.
You worried about this one?
I'm not. I'm just wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she said we hear you have an old voicemail that you saved for over a decade.
Oh, we doing that?
Yeah.
That's what we doing?
Over a decade, and she would like for you to tell us what you're saving it for. What is this voice message that they speak of?
My sister-in-law put me out like that?
Yep.
She would do that? Did she hear it? She never heard it. She don't even
She
know.
would like for you to speak
No,
on it.
it's hilarious. All right, so look, this is the funny part, right? To me, I ain't saying who or what it is, because that shit, I wouldn't do that to them because I consider them as fucking friend. But check this out. So I do. It's a friend.
No, I'm doing it because we spill tea here. So can you?
I can't do that. I can't.
You can't even give us a hint of what it is.
You could.
I'm gonna tell
it's
you
a
what it is. I'm not telling you
decade
who.
long.
You said I don't care who. I'm not gonna know who it is.
Right.
So,
But look, so boom. So this is what it is, right? So this message is a message from this girl, right? And she basically cusses me out for talking shit about her. Yeah, basically cussed me out for talking shit about her and got back to her. I was a fucking kid though. The message is easily 15 years old.
Wow. So over a decade.
Yeah. It's over that. It's over 15 years old. Damn. It's funny though as fuck. Fuck, though. It's funny as fuck. I want to fucking play it so bad. I want to play that bit so bad. But anyway, no, it was. I
want to.
I want to play it so fucking bad.
Play it.
But it's because I got
Play
it.
it.
So, but I can't because my phone was recording the thing. So whatever.
Okay.
But no, so boom. So yeah, it was just I was being immature.
So you feel like it was holding you accountable? Is that what you holding it?
No, hell no.
No,
Hell
it's
no.
just a joke. It's a
No, I feel like, and I know she's watching, but this is how I feel, right? So I feel like it was emotion that was attached to some, like your trust was broken, but we were not an item. So that's why I'm like,
Nick.
what is this?
Nick.
What is this?
what you said.
I was a kid. I'm telling you, I was immature.
What's the kid? What's the age?
We were fucking.
You apologize.
I was a kid.
I didn't.
I did apologize when I did.
No,
apologize.
I need to know your like
How
the
old
age
were we,
range.
yo? We were like, but when the message got left, we were probably fucking 19. I mean, I was probably 19, maybe,
Okay.
maybe,
Okay.
if that. 19.
Well, that's a long message. I don't even know how you have the memory
45 seconds.
to keep that. 45 seconds?
So
Okay.
So I guess I missed it. Why are we keeping it?
It's funny as fuck because it's funny because it's out of place. It doesn't belong. It's like, whoa, to me? For what?
So you feel like I got
Interesting.
This is funny.
this mysterious message
Because if
that he
it
won't
meant
let us
something,
hear
because if
y'all.
it meant something, no, it's just funny as fuck. And I was gonna put it on an album. That's why I said, whenever
So that makes sense.
I said one day when I make an album, it's gonna go on an interlude. It's gonna be on an interlude for an album.
I can't wait to hear it.
That's what I was gonna
Can't
do.
wait.
But of course, I would need her permission. So if she doesn't say I can't, I won't.
She probably don't even know you still got this message.
She know I got it.
Okay. Ooh.
She knows I have it.
Yeah,
And we don't even
didn't
talk.
put
I
it on
don't even
blast.
talk about it. Like I don't even talk about that shit because I'm not a person to shame people. I just keep it
Yeah.
for my own personal entertainment.
Which
For your own. So
Nick,
do you listen to it once a year?
No, I forget it's there until somebody say, "Do you still got
So
that
you
message?"
listen to it tonight.
I forget it's there until somebody who heard it before say, "Do you still got that message?" I'll be like, "Hold up," and I go and see if it's still in there, and I'm like, "Yes, it's still there."
Interesting.
You are funny, Nick.
It's fucking funny. It's fucking funny, yo.
Interesting.
It's fucking funny. Like, and then it's fucking funny, yo.
Oh my
funny.
God. Well, we ain't gonna hear the message.
I wish
We
I
ain't gonna
could.
hear
I wish I could, but you know.
message. Well,
I
we ain't gonna hear the
can't-
message on this podcast, but you can play it after we leave.
I know that's-
I mean, I'm just saying. I want to laugh. I want to kiki.
I
Me
may
too.
or may not play it.
Nick,
I do have a couple more questions though.
No, I'm with all that. I
Okay,
have 1,000
so who was
questions.
your favorite rapper as a kid?
Busta Rhymes?
Busta Rhymes. Why?
Interesting.
Because he was old enough to be about his business, but he was never too old to have fun.
That's the truth.
And he always stayed relevant. Like if he wants to do it,
Still.
if he drop a feature now, that shit'll be boom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Still talk
and for him to be able to do, yeah. And he's been able to change with the times. But basically, he's always been like, I'm New York and I'm hard and I'm this. But when he drop a visual, him, Missy, Ludacris, always had fun. You know, and that's what I fell in love with him. And I felt like we had the same body archetype. He was tall, he was skinny. And I was like, that could be me. I could do that shit. And he having fun. So
So who's your top 5
Oh, that's a good one.
current or just all time?
all time?
Heavy.
All time. Jay-Z for sure at the top. Bing, 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 bing. Jada, Fabulous. and 2 and 3. Everything after 1 ain't even in no order. It's just Jay-Z and the rest.
Jay-Z
But in the rest, yeah, for sure. In the Temptation. So Jadakiss, Fab, J. Cole. That I just love. And I'm going to say Busta.
That makes a lot of sense that you said that, because I'm just thinking about how you were a battle rapper too, and when you say Jadakiss and
Fab,
all the Fab, yeah, like you're very quick with it when you were doing rap battles and stuff.
Appreciate it.
When you did that, was that more? Did you like that lane more than making like records and stuff?
Good question.
Because I'm just giving my perspective on everything. I feel like you were like, your personality was in that. Like when you did it, you killed them with like every comeback, and it was fast, and it was like you was dominating a lot. Like, not to say you're not dominating here, but that was like, what, this nigga ain't playing out there, huh? Like, this is like your whole, you brought my attention to battle rap more. You know, it was a whole you did.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. So the whole thing with battle rap, I knew, and I'm so mad I didn't do both or come back to doing my music faster. I knew it's like you know something but you don't know how to put it together. And I knew that to make it independently, you have to be seen, visibility. Mm-hmm. I did not, and I don't knock the people who did this. I did not want to be that guy at the 7-Eleven like, yo, this is my CD, blah, 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 blah. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make my face pop out in different places to the point where when I finally started making my music, I know you do battle rap because I saw your face. So when they told me I didn't have to pay and I could just do these battles, now my name can go into different outlets for free. And that's all I thought about. And I was like, well, I do comedy. This is me doing comedy.
Yeah.
Very quick with it too.
So I just did it. And I knew I was good at it, but that's not what I want. That's not my passion. I can battle, and I know I'm good. I know I can smoke a lot of people.
Yes.
But that's not my passion. And I guess, and they say sometimes what you passionate about might not be what's meant for you. Sometimes it just be whatever you're better at might end up being, and that might be what it is for me. But I think that I've covered a lot of ground in the 1 year. I came back to put my music.
A year?
Came back to do my music. In 1 year.
Okay.
And I started doing all these shows.
Yes.
And all these features started coming and all this stuff in a year. So if I made this move sooner, that's why I'm mad, because if I'd have made this move sooner, who's telling where I would be? But my whole goal was even doing that was to make myself more marketable. So when I started doing music, I'm already a household name. Yeah. Now I already got the 5,000 followers on Facebook. I got the 4,000 or 5,000 on Instagram. I built that from battle rap. Now I can transition them or funnel them. The same thing, I guess, what some of these Instagram comedians may do. They might do that, and the next you know, they got a song. But now they got an audience already. So you're going to listen. Or they got merch. So you have an audience already.
Yeah.
So you don't think you'll ever tap into battle rap again?
Definitely will. I didn't quit.
Will. Yeah,
I definitely will. I definitely will.
Yeah.
I didn't
just
quit.
Just focusing on something else.
Yeah, I'm focused. I'm focusing on that. And I owe somebody. So until I pay him, I'm not doing another battle.
Really?
Yeah. I owe a guy who helped me. And I won't do another battle until I've paid him.
Wow.
Because that's not keeping my word as a friend.
Well, I'll be waiting to watch another battle because I was entertained.
Well, you got one last question for our guest friend?
One last one?
One good one.
Let me
I
think
talk
of
too
a
much.
good
That's what
one.
that
No, you don't. You're perfect. You are perfect.
I was just trying to get to this voicemail, but yeah.
Okay, so if I have to pick from I'm going to pick this one.
All right.
You got one. One last question she said.
Ooh,
she said one, not two halves, just one whole question.
Okay. I do want to know, what's your process like with creating your songs? Like, do you do the beats, or do you find the beats, or what's your process?
Okay, so I believe to have the most successful records, you build a relationship with the producer if you're not doing it yourself, so that they can tap into your personality and you listen, or if you just listen along with them, so y'all can find out what matches instead of just jumping on beats. And to answer your question, I go through their beats I go through their beat packages. I might listen to 200-300. It might sound crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
But you don't have to listen to the whole beat.
Yeah.
But I might,
Right,
nope, this ain't
snippet.
it. Nope, this ain't it.
Right.
This ain't it. And it'll hit me. oh, I like this, and then it might do something to me, and I'll make a deal with them or whatever, and then go from there. But I have 3 producers right now I work with, and they tap into a personality of mine. Like I'm really big East Coast, the beat per minute type thing. Like I like up tempo type stuff. I'm not against slow songs, but I know my strengths lyrically and how my everything matters. Your voice tone, all of that stuff matters on the type of beats you're rapping on. And it's the reason why certain people just don't sound right because they're picking the wrong beats. And just because it's famous don't mean it was the right stuff. They mean they just had the right money behind it.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that gelled that lasts for a long time, like they took the time to find something to match that personality.
They will match. I got one more question.
So it can match you up.
One more question.
Friends.
I'm sorry, just one
Yes.
for okay.
I want questions. I like questions. I know we've been running
So
long.
I know you're a visionary. So when you did one of my favorite videos is when the Jones hit you. Okay, so what made you do the video the way you did it? Because it's like something relatable. You like, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to do all of that. That's right up my alley. Like I was like, oh, like I feel like that vibe of
I haven't. I need to see it.
the movie. Like it's a movie. It's a story, and I love that.
Yeah, inspired from Busta Rhymes, Ludacris, Missy, and then even Michael Jackson when it comes to that, how they have the mini movies. But I was ready to get back into music because that was the first song I released. At work. I was at work. First of all, I didn't want to go to work. It was snowing.
I feel you.
It was snowing that day, and everybody had time off, and I didn't.
Oh, that's the worst.
So, and I'm at this particular office, and it's dark, and I'm sitting in my freaking cubicle, and I'm just like on some emotional, like, why has the man got me here?
Oh, I've been there, Underground Railroad.
Like, I don't need this. Like, why am we working like this so hard? And my checks don't even be this big, and 20 such an hour ain't even that much money. I need to be home. My family's safe. Like, I'm just having a moment because I'm by myself. Because I ain't got nobody to talk to, so I'm talking to myself.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck it. I'm not working tonight. And if somebody say something to me, whatever, I'm going to sit here. I'm finna cut some beats on. I'm finna rap. So I started looking through some beats that somebody sent me at the office, cut that shit up, and started writing Jonesing.
Wow.
So the fucking lyrics are me in my cubicle for real.
Because you can feel it.
Because
I
gotta get into
So
this.
far, the other 2 songs was like, in my opinion, I threw them in my bubblegum category. They dope, but they didn't mean shit.
That one,
didn't mean shit.
Yes, that one catches.
That song meant everything to me. I was fucking crying
every bar.
because I didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
I did not want to be there, and I just did not want to work a job no more. And if I did, I wanted to be under my circumstance. I wanted to be more successful where I don't have to be at nobody's job at midnight during a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was fucked up.
I felt it.
Like, it was so fucked up. Like, because I couldn't call nobody. I couldn't chat nobody and say, can I go home? Like, no, you don't have no time off. So you got to
sit there.
From whoever up in a desk somewhere in the palatial estate in L.A. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like I'm your worker ant.
They
type
took
shit.
you there.
So yeah, that song. I apologize if I didn't answer the question, but
No, that was perfect.
that song. That's where that drew the inspiration just from real life. I didn't hold back nothing.
You didn't.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check it out.
You
And
like
even still,
I know. I relate every day.
I think the best songs is when you stop. Like, you'll listen to it because it's new and that's your friend or it's yours.
Yeah.
But when you start listening to other shit,
You can relate to it.
and you come back to it, and
Yeah.
it hits you the same way.
Yeah.
It hits me the same
The
way
feeling.
Yeah.
every time I hear it. No
Yeah.
other
I love
song I
music like
did,
that.
but that one.
it was the
hit me
gloomy
like that.
office for me. I felt it.
Yeah,
'Cause
I love music.
I tried
like
to
that.
mimic it the best I
Yes, you
could. I
did.
paid to rent an office to do that. And
Wow.
got people to.
All right. Well,
The vibe is
we're
there.
gonna look into it. Well, friend, what is your touch by the angel today?
Are you ready to sing?
Oh no, we didn't even sing
We
last
didn't
week.
sing last week.
All right.
You ready to sing?
What's
on?
happening?
The lyrics,
Your
honey, the
vocals?
lyrics.
I know. But go
It's
ahead, y'all got
Touch
it.
by an Angel. The melody is.
Who is y'all ready? You said y'all ready.
You.
I don't sing.
We're creative.
We don't either.
I can't. I
So
cannot
join
let you
the club.
down.
Mix it.
Because you looked at me
Add a
that way.
rap in
You looked
there.
at me like this, like, you don't do
All
me
right,
like
ready?
this.
I'm gonna count us down to 3.
Add a rap if you want to. We can-
All right.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it straight up and down. I'm gonna hear y'all do it, then I'm
All
gonna
right.
repeat it.
No, you're gonna come in when you feel like it. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna
All right.
send it in yeah.
1, 2, and 3. Touched by an angel.
Boom.
All right, Nick.
Life is short.
You've been touched.
Be who you are. Love your people and do everybody right.
All right, I'm gonna get it together, guys. That was amazing, Nick. Thank you so much for joining us on the Think Us
This was amazing.
Podcast.
This was amazing. It's the best podcast interview I've ever had thus far.
Thank you. You really.
I'm serious. I'm for real.
No, exactly what I knew it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
know it was gonna be like that. But y'all definitely.
I knew.
Thank you so much. We appreciate. We are very proud of you.
Yes,
congratulations again on your baby.
We out here. Everything.
Yes, and everything else you're doing. And listen, guys, check them out. We're gonna tag them, Avi, on our
definitely tagging them.
Instagram, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.